All right, so this is a big question. How often do you post? When you're posting organically or free on your page, you really should be posting at least once a week. The great thing about paid posts is once you start your campaign, they're going to run 24/7. You don't have to guess when are people going to be online to see it. You know, if I show it to moms and they're busy in the morning, should I be doing it in the evenings? What about weekends? None of that matters. The program will run 24/7. So it's a huge advantage of paid posts. All right, so this is a question I always ask people when I start working with them. Who is your target market? And I have to say, half of the people that I start working with say, well, it's anybody. It could be anybody. It's not everyone, because honestly, it's too expensive to reach everyone. So you really need to think of your best targets as who makes you the most money now and who could be making you more money. Because if you're going to spend money to reach these people, you need to get a return on your investment. So by narrowing your target as much as you can, that means that the money that you spend will be spent the best on people who are going to spend money back in return with you. So there's some basics that you need to look at when you're determining who your target market is. And you need to do this before you start building your campaign. So the first three things that you always have to enter in your campaign are gender, location, and age. Every single campaign must designate those three things. So gender, right now, your choices are men or women. Your location, we can narrow that down to about a 1 mile radius around a location or as wide as the entire United States. And your age group for Facebook, it starts at 13 and then it goes up. You may not advertise to anyone younger than age 13, so that's why that starts. And then the really fun thing, which gets into a lot more specifics about your target market, are what are their interests? What do they do for work? What are they doing early morning before they go to work? What's their side job? All of these things are going to make up their interests. And we're going to go into a lot of detail about that because the more targeted, again, that you can make your campaign, the better it's going to be. All right, so another difficult thing about posting is what should your graphics look like? So there are a lot of rules, you guys, about what can and cannot be in your graphics when you run a paid post. When you post for free on your page organically, you can pretty much put whatever you want in your graphics. I don't want to say Facebook doesn't care, but Facebook doesn't restrict you. So you could have a picture up there that lists, you know, your top 50 ideas for a client or your top 10 products. You cannot do any of that in a paid ad. So here are some basic rules for graphics. You can only have 20% or less of the picture be text, and your logo counts as text. So one of these on this page will not run as a paid campaign. And when you look at text, it's the one on the upper left. So we did create this ad for Eva. She was a client of ours, but we used this to run on a YouTube platform. We could not run this on Facebook because it was too much text. So it's not going to run. The other ones all ran very well. They were very well received. Kind of a little hint sometimes if you want to tuck your logo in a corner, that sometimes eliminates it from being counted as text. So that's a good habit for you to be in. But you want to, for the most part, choose big, bold, beautiful pictures that are going to grab your reader's attention. This is the first thing everyone will look at before they decide to read the rest of your ad. So the picture has got to grab them. So make sure it's bright. It does include your logo on here. You should always have your logo in everyone, but you got to keep a limit on how much text that you put in. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to walk you through step by step how to create an ad using Ads Manager. So this is your home page, which I'm sure is still startling a lot of people because they've just rolled out the new look. Some people don't have it yet, but most people do. About 80% of you see this page now. So next to your little face in the upper corner of your page, you see that plus button. When you click on that, that's your create button, and this is going to drop down. So you are going to choose advertise, which I have in yellow there. So this is going to take you over to your ads manager. If you don't have your ads manager set up, that is another whole class. We could do that separately, but most of you probably have an ads manager already set up. So we're going to start right here with the green button that says, oops, sorry, don't want that on there, that says create. So that's where we're going to start from.